Because we are doing it at the top of this crazy Ferris wheel at the Williamson County Fair. A famous one. This is the one that Elvis Presley actually rode on in
It happened at the World's Fair.
Y'all, it's smooth, right?
It is smooth.
Except I still do the little belly flop right about here. I'm terrified of heights. You never know where I'm going to be, but I'll take one for the team if it makes me laugh. Welcome in, everybody. It is Main Street Today time. It is Throwback Thursday, but we're not really throwing back. We're throwing forward because there's so much going on in the mid-state. It is Fire Prevention Week. So we're going to head off to Clarksville, where we've got a wonderful firefighter and a law enforcement agent that are working together with a wonderful Korean chef who will be at the Women's Expo in Clarksville. And they've got a recipe for us. And we've got new music from EmiSunshine. We're profiling her all week. I had a wonderful visit with her. We're putting together an extended visit with her that will be on our YouTube channel. But we're going to find out about her new project and what that entails coming up in just a bit. Plus, Pig Fest is coming up. Got the details? So you stick around. We're first going to head off to my friends at Mid-South Exteriors. Brenda Fielder and her company. This is the time. Her whole family has been part of this company. She and her sister Heather, and it all came down and started with their papa. And their papa taught them how to run this business, and their brothers have all been part of it, keeping this business as part of Middle Tennessee's heritage company. And they keep your inside, outside part of your home. They help you use up more of your property. You're paying taxes on it. You might as well make it an indoor out room and use it, right? All year round. Well, that's Mid-South Exteriors. And coming up, the details on Pig Fest.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at
SouthExteriors.com.
Hey everybody, this is Dylan Carmichael, and I want to invite you to join me with my friends, the Kentucky Headhunters, at this year's Hendersonville Pig Fest. We'll kick things off on Friday night with the Hendersonville Hometown Jam, and on Saturday we'll have the main event, a barbecue competition with over 40 teams, kids activities, live pig races, vendor booths, and more. This is a Holiday Fest event to raise money for amazing local charities. Check out all the activities at pigfesttn.com.
At Chapels, we pride ourselves on offering a wide variety of the freshest fruits and vegetables, handpicked just for you. We have a wide selection of the freshest, highest quality meats that will leave your taste buds craving more. Our friendly staff is always ready to lend a helping hand. We believe in treating every customer like family because at Chapels, your family is our family. We've been locally owned and operated for over 60 years. You can visit any of our Chapels locations in Dixon, White Bluff, McEwen, and Centerville.
Hi, my name is Terry Zielinski. I will teach you how to make a bulgogi today. Here's my two assistants.
Assistant Chief Michael Rios from Clarksville Fire Rescue.
Officer Dylan Lawrence, Clarksville Police Department.
Bulgogi is a soy sauce marinated beef, but a lot of time they can use a pork or chicken. Bulgogi means one bulgogi sauce is the bulgogi. So bulgogi sauce is really simple. A lot of people think it's a really difficult Korean cooking, but I find apple juice concentrate instead of pear juice. This is how I use it. And then this is a Korean soy sauce. You can use a Kikkoman soy sauce, any soy sauce, but you gotta be careful with some soy sauce is more saltier than regular soy sauce. But you need to adjust the saltiness. And then we have a black pepper, and we have a garlic, of course, and then sesame seed oil and sesame seed. Okay. So now we're gonna make the sauce together, and then officer, can you chop this for us like a really thinly sliced?
Okay.
Pour in here for me.
It's my best part. It's gonna bust open like a biscuit.
Oh, it's liquid.
Okay. Try not to wear it.
Put a whole can in there.
Okay. All right.
Good job. Can you pour the soy sauce? No, don't use. We gotta use this can.
Okay.
So put a soy sauce to half can, little more than half can. Put them in there.
Put them in.
You're doing good. You cook home a lot?
I do. I used to.
I think that's enough. All right.
It smells good.
Yeah. See, apple makes the meat so tenderized, and then all the meats have a bad little odors, smells, and then they'll make sure they're like a tender and.
I smell it already. I love bulgogi.
Okay, so we're gonna put like a 2 teaspoons of black pepper, but I usually use 1 tablespoon of black pepper. Yep. Oh, I can open the lid for you.
I say I got big hands.
You can add or you can less. It's all up to you. But this is a base ingredient.
2 of them?
No, I think 1. Yeah. All right. And then instead of chopping minced garlic, put in there. I put garlic in there, or we all mince it, all blending together. Okay. So probably I do put like a little handful. Little handful.
Little handful.
Yeah. Not your hand.
Okay. Too much.
And then we'll put a 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I mean, this is sesame seed oil.
Sesame seed.
Yes.
Smell it.
And then a lot of people, especially the recipe called a lot of sugars, but I don't put a lot of sugar in this recipe. If you think you want a little more sweeter side, you can put add on honey, or you can add a little Splenda, any the favorite sugar of your choice. Okay, see now I have it's a less than 3 pounds. So can you pour it in here?
It's like a good, easy firehouse recipe.
Yes, and then if you put a thick size of meat, you can leave it on the overnight, and then you put it on the grill. To you.
All right. Teamwork.
Now the hot stuff. It smells amazing,
Yes.
and it's not even cooked yet. I'm really having a good time over here.
And everything.
Do it with a spoon?
Yep.
Oh man.
You're only done because you had a head start.
Because I'm better. And you're doing this at the Women's Expo as well?
Yes, we'll have all this demo at Women's Expo.
You can do sound effects like BAM! Huh?
Yeah, you will. Bam!
There you go. Now we're professional production.
Sprinkle that.
This is one of those days that the job is really
I
hard.
know.
It's too hard, isn't it? You still have your 5 finger.
See, I still got all 10.
See, not much ingredients, not complicated.
Yeah, that's easy.
First time I came to stage, I could not get this authentic ingredient making a bulgogi. This is how I come up with, instead of Korean pear, I cannot get the Korean pear anytime I want. So that's why I came across this idea for using apple juice concentrate.
If y'all want to taste this bulgogi, come on out to the
Women's Expo.
Women's Expo on the 19th from 10 to 3. We'll be doing a cooking show. Well, not me. I'll be there, but
You guys, you're gonna be my assistant too.
I can.
I'll bring an apron. Yeah, let's go.
I'll get more samples.
Yes?
I'll be there.
You guys gonna come out at Women's Expo, enjoy the bulgogi, and then this is a Korean authentic bulgogi, and then you can learn at your home. You can cook it for yourself. Thank you.
See you at the expo.
At Fred's Flooring, we're your source for quality flooring options. Our extensive experience and knowledge in the industry means we have the expertise to get the job done right. From carpet to tile, hardwood to laminate, and luxury vinyl, we have everything you need to find the perfect floor for your home. As the Main Street Award Favorite Floor Store winner for 2023, we know what it takes to satisfy our customers. And with our convenient financing options, you can get your dream floors now and pay over time. Visit fredsfloors.com or call us today.
Okay, today we're going to talk about phishing. No, not that kind of phishing. Phishing with a PH. It's an online scam where someone sends you a luring message with a link from an email address that looks real, but is fake. Hi, I'm Andrea Avery, United States Postal Inspector. The message says it's important or urgent. By clicking on a link in the message, you are asked to provide valuable information, like a password or account information. If you do, you can put all of your data at risk, and it could lead to monetary losses. But who would fall for this? Nobody would, right? Wrong. If these scams didn't work, they wouldn't exist. There are some simple ways to spot these emails and prevent phishing attacks. Verify the email address. It might look like it's from a legitimate company, but one strange character in the URL can spell trouble. And never click on the links delivered in suspicious emails. Use strong and unique passwords for your online accounts. Never provide your personal or financial information online unless you know who you are dealing with. Think before you click. For more information on scams, visit USPIS.gov.
Andy scores!
All right, let's talk about the festival. You got it coming up. It's October 14th.
It is from 9 to 3. We are partnering with Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control this year. So if you bring an item off of their wish list, you get $5 off your group admission. Some of the things that we'll have new this year are...
We're doing a candy blaster. So every hour we will blast some candy out of the candy blaster. It comes out of the loft of the barn there. And the kids can run up there and grab it. And then a new item would be our pumpkin slingshot. So the kids and adults will be able to slingshot some pumpkins down a hill.
We have a pumpkin patch, so every kid that comes gets to pick a pumpkin from Green Hills Church.
They sponsor that.
They sponsor the pumpkin patch, and they can decorate it. We have where you can pretend milk a cow, 2 corn pits where you pick vegetables and or plant vegetables, a hay maze, several cutouts where you can take pictures, a play fort, and then we have a grain bin basketball. So that's usually can get pretty competitive with a good game of horse or pig or cow for the adults. And then we'll have a farmer's market. It's free to come to the farmer's market and shop with our beef, pork, and eggs. And then we'll have jams and jellies, honey, baked goods, all of coffee carts. And then we also serve lunch. So on the menu for lunch this year is our famous smash burgers using our beef. And then we'll also do our cheeseburger soup and chili.
Yum, 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 yum. And I love this little truck that you have behind us.
The beef mobile. So that's new this year too. So we're really excited to kind of test it out and be supportive of our main commodity.
Yep.
The St. Clair Senior Center comes alive with vibrant colors and creativity as it hosts its biannual craft fair, featuring a variety of handmade goods and crafts.
Seniors making different kind of crafts. Some are artwork, some is jewelry, some is food-based, like jalapenos, which I bought 2 jars of myself. Just a wide variety of things. And this just gives the seniors an opportunity to showcase their talents and skills and make a little money on the side.
From knitted fall decor, hand-painted items, canned goods, and more, the fair has a diverse collection of unique, one-of-a-kind items. The craft fair used to be only once a year, but because of its popularity, they now have it twice.
We was only doing it one time a year, and they have been petitioned for a couple of years to increase it because of the popularity. So we agreed, and so that's why we're doing it fall and spring now.
If you're 60 years or older and want to experience all St. Clair has to offer, you can stop by the center, call, or check out murfreesborotn.gov for more information.
Thank you to the City of Murfreesboro and the City of Clarksville for some stories today. We appreciate what you do. Be sure to follow your city on YouTube, because not only do cities now have their very own free apps, but they also have some really great filmmakers who work to try to tell the story of their area. And we are in every place we tell stories from. We have a newspaper there, and we try to tell the stories just the same way. MainStreetMediaTN.com. Follow us and be a part of it. It's Fire Safety Week. There are some important things to know. That fire safety it's a big deal. You need to get burn permits. That starts October 15th. When the leaves are getting dry, October 15th through May 15th, you need to go to burnsafetyn.org to learn about some of the safety issues around, from prescribed burns to rubbish burning to things, and what you can and cannot burn, and what you can get rid of, and what needs to be done. So you can apply there. The burn permits are free, so you don't have to worry about that. But they know when and where you will be burning. So your fire safety officials and your fire safety teams will be on the ready in case something gets out of hand, and make sure that you know some of the rules about burning when it comes to being around your home and your homestead. Fire safety is a big deal, and I know about burning leaves, and I understand about fire and smoke detection in the home, but I had no idea that e-bikes, electric bikes and scooters, were a fire hazard. Well, this story tells you a little bit about it and how to stay safe at home.
One of the fastest growing trends in the United States and other parts of the world right now are electric bicycles and electric scooters, often shortened to e-bikes or e-scooters. Both of these devices are technically known as micromobility devices, and experts say the global micromobility market is poised to grow from a $40 billion industry today to a $215 billion industry by 2030. But did you know that fires involving the batteries that power e-bikes and e-scooters are a growing safety concern? Welcome to Learn Something New by NFPA Journal. E-bikes are far from a new technology. In fact, the very first electric bicycles emerged in the late 1800s. But it wasn't until the past several years that the design and sale of the devices became a viable business model, spurred mostly by a global push to reduce reliance on gas-powered combustion engines. Proponents of e-bikes say they're a cost-effective, eco-friendly way of getting around, especially in cities. It's been well documented that food delivery drivers in New York City, for instance, rely heavily on e-bikes to make a living. But there is a catch. In New York City alone, e-bikes and e-scooters have been blamed for hundreds of fires. Some of those
fires. Now, the part that you need to pay attention to when it comes to electric scooters, electric cars, anything like that, that's a mobile device that uses a battery. It's a hydrogen-based battery, and they're very, very explosively flammable. And you need to check with your local fire officials about how to put out a fire if you have one that breaks out wherever you are, because adding water only spreads the fire for those particular things. So it's something that we need to do some research in. E-bikes, e-scooters, anything with an electric cars, anything with that kind of battery, you need to make sure you pay a lot of attention on how to put those fires out and where to store those vehicles so that they don't take down your house. I know it scared me. I think I'm just going to stick with the good old fashioned, like a push mower and we using my legs when it comes to bicycles, because that kind of scares me. I don't know about you, but it scares me to death. Well, there's something very cool at Cheekwood. They are open at night. Did you know that? What a romantic trip to go to see some of the beautiful light and the Bruce Monroe exhibits that are at Cheekwood right now. It's an outdoor experience that you don't want to miss, just ahead of Zoolumination that's about to open at the Nashville Zoo. After we get back, last night at the Station Inn was the CD release party for EmiSunshine's new Sideshow project. So we have a story with Emmy. She sat down with us while she was in town. Your titles are so interesting. It makes me want to see what they're about. I mean, you go through these titles and they're certainly not textbook.
Oh no.
Off the rails, Boy I Never Loved, Scars and Wings, Trojan Horse, Gold Digger. I really want to hear that. What's Best for Me? Hibiscus, Ink and Paper, Carry Me Home, Pine Box, Little Blackbird, White Dress. Absolutely. This beautiful album that I'm going to hold out in front of everybody. It's amazing. It's a brand new album, Sideshow. You have this artistic side to you that comes out in how you write. Does that stem from writing with your mom? Did you read a lot growing up? I know your journals are a big part of what you do.
It's a big part of what I do. I do journal a lot with my, I do it with my phone and with a journal, honestly, because I have like a pick between both of those a lot of times, because, it's an easy access thing. But I think that it mostly came from stories that I would either read when I was young or movies that I would watch or anything of that caliber, because anything that I'd learned about, like when I was young, I soaked up like a sponge, and it inspired me for songs. Like a good example is when I started learning about the Civil War when I was a little girl, and I wrote a song called Carry Me Home based off of a story that I made up of people who lived in that time.
And how old were you when you did this?
I was 10, 9.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe. And yeah, it's just always been something where I can find something within anything to write about, I mean, like if I hear a story of somebody, like I'm just sitting in a coffee shop or something and I'll hear somebody behind me talking about their life, I will literally soak that up and I will end up writing about it. And I've done that many times, and it's the biggest way for me to find inspiration, because of course I can find inspiration in my own life, but I think sometimes it's a little bit more interesting to find it in others.
You have the spirit of a writer. You have a spirit of a writer. I mean, that's that thing that you go, I think that you would write if nobody had ever heard your name, if nobody ever read anything of yours, you would still write.
Well, it wouldn't matter either way. It's my love. I mean, it wouldn't matter if I was working a 9 to 5 and I would still be writing. I mean, it's not a wanting to get somewhere type of thing. This is part of who I am. This is my being, so.
That shows.
Thank you.
That really shows, and that's what I've always respected. I go, there's, many times I pick up a CD and I look at the titles and I look at the things and I go, I feel like I've heard all of this before.
That, yeah.
And I never feel that way with you. And I go, you are no stranger to a good murder ballad.
No stranger to that.
You turned me on to that phrase, by the way.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me very happy.
I love it. I love it. Well, you, have you got any murder ballads on the new project?
Actually, this one is murder-free. Isn't that crazy?
What?
Murder Free on a bluegrass album. I don't know what happened, but all these songs are really first person. Like it ended up being that way, and I've been writing more that way over the past like few years, I guess. It became, because I still do my story songs and everything, but there are times where like now I've noticed that first person has kind of been my thing for the past year, 2 years now. So yeah.
Well, you think about it, when you were 10, your first person was a little bit different.
It was different. I didn't have much to talk about really.
Now you've lived all this life.
Now I've lived a little bit more life now, so I feel like I can talk more about that, you know? So, and talk about my experiences as an artist within these songs. So, or just as a person. So, yeah.
When did you start writing this? Is this the project of being isolated during the pandemic? Or?
No, this one was after being isolated. You know, it was just like getting out of everything and going forward again. You know, like that moment of like, oh, the world's changed. You know, like the world is different. And venues that we used to go to are closed, and there's places that we loved that are just gone. You know, and it's heartbreaking as an artist. So we were just thinking to ourselves, you know, like, what do we want to do? Let's do an album, you know? And we had said that, you know, we have a few songs that are from when I was younger, and that would be Little Blackbird and Carry Me Home is on there too. And we wanted to add those into this. There's one called Pine Box too, that's an older one of mine. And they all just, we wanted to add these songs in almost as a thank you to my fans, because it's songs that they wanted on there for quite a long time. So it's kind of like a fan service with that one.
Well, we love our EmiSunshine, and that new album is called Sideshow. It is available wherever you find music. Last night was the album release party at the Station Inn, a big old party. Also last night, I got to sneak in the back door because I had a crazy day yesterday, but I snuck into the Grand Ole Opry. Now, I didn't have a ticket because Kelly Lang gave me a ticket to see her debut. I had to run in and run out because I was doing some production, but I ran in and got there just in time to see her make her Opry debut. She looked absolutely stunning, and there were tears. There were tears. It was a big deal, and that is a dream come true for her. And for a lot of people, being on the Opry is a dream come true. And when it finally happens for you, I mean, she's been in this town and she has been singing her whole life. Her dad was tour manager and on the road. They were on the road with Conway Twitty, and that was just kind of part of her life. And I'm so happy for you, Kelly. I'm so happy for you. And it's just, what a beautiful job she did. It is Fire Prevention Week. Pay attention to fire prevention, and the NFPA is encouraging everybody to know that cooking safety is something that we need to pay attention to. Most fires start at home in the kitchen. The Fall Festival is coming up, and it's going to be October 21st, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that is taking place in Portland, Tennessee. And let's see. Pig Fest. Last minute details, Friday night concert, the Kentucky Headhunters, Clint Park, Dylan Carmichael, Charlie Reynolds, and Ben Chapman. It is going to be fantastic. That is a Friday night, October 27th and 28th at Veterans Park. This Pig Fest is raising money for all sorts of local charities, and it will be fantastic. I got to tell you, I love me some Dylan Carmichael, but I mean, love him. So I got to be there for that. But the Kentucky Headhunters are just, they're my second favorite band. And they come so close to Exile, my favorite band, that you almost couldn't tell them apart. And they're both from Kentucky. How cool is that? Y'all be safe, be kind, and remember you are loved. Have a great rest of your day.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.